What is up? Back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird wrestling world. As you can tell by the title below, this one would be my thoughts on should CM Punk really win the WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, the top singles championship on Raw or SmackDown? Would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. And when it comes to CM Punk, I said this in a couple of other videos, he was one of my guys as a kid growing up in the 2000s, early part of the 2010s. It kind of changed more so on my end, being like 19 years old back in 2013 up until nowadays. He's not necessarily one of my guys, but for myself personally, it is one of those things where, do I want to see him as the top singles champion on Raw or SmackDown? Personally, no. Do I expect him to win either one, hold it for a relatively short period of time? Yeah, and what I mean by relatively short period of time is, let's say, hypothetically, winning it at Survivor Series, losing it at the Rumble, or winning it at the Rumble, losing it at Mania, kind of deal. Have like a 3, maybe 4-month title reign, but nothing much longer than that, for myself personally, at least. But it's one of those things where I'm not saying that CM Punk and Undertaker are on the same level, but like, I remember as a kid, late 2000s, early 2010s, that if you're feuding with The Undertaker, that's on the same level, or at least pretty gosh darn close to the same level as the either top singles championship. And CM Punk feuding with him, for some people, could be on that same level as challenging for the world championship. And I'm not saying that Punk is on the same level as Taker or on the same level as either world championship. It's just the name value of feuding with CM Punk, especially if you're one of those quote unquote newer guys in WWE, whether it's newer in wrestling as a whole or newer on the main roster. Punk has probably a lot to maybe learn, but for sure teach when it comes to other people, just based off of his WWE experience and wrestling experience as a whole. But when it comes to Punk, should he win it? Personally, no. Kind of deal. Like I said, not necessarily a big fan of Punk. If he's one of your guys, great. And all of that stuff. You probably don't like some people who I really enjoy. Kind of deal. But it's one of those things where, based off name value, I can definitely see him both holding on to the championship because, hey, CM Punk, he's actually won the world championship. Let's tune into X, Y, or Z brand, whichever one he ends up holding the championship for, or let's check out the pay-per-view kind of deal. But for myself personally, don't see it, but I fully expect it to happen at some point down the road. Again, hopefully it's a relatively short period. Again, 3-4 months kind of deal and whatnot. Again, it's one of those things where I see him winning it because of the name value. I also do not see him winning it because of the name value. And similar to Taker winning the world title in, I think it was 2010, it's like that's one less quote unquote big name feud that SmackDown at that time could have, because he has the world title and it's Undertaker kind of deal. I might be wrong about the year, like 08, 09, 2010 time period. But yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. Would love to know on if you think CM Punk should hold the championship, again, either WWE, World Heavyweight, or the like undisputed one. Would love to know down in the comments below, or video response. Just let me know that you've done it, way I can watch it. All of that fun stuff. But yeah, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.